Hello, this is Nina, and I'm here to do a little energy update for March, getting into April. I'm a little bit late doing the energy update for March, but I've been busy, so there you go. Anyways, before we get into the energy of this month and into the month of April, I just wanted to remind you that I do have some openings left if you wanted a personal reading from me. It has to be that you send me an email before the 25th of March to be able to join in. If you want to, then I will link the email below in the description so you can find me through there. Okay, so let's get into it. So the feelings I have, first of all, or what I have been seeing for, not just for March, but, well, also not just for March and April, but it kind of moves into the spring feeling for me. It's not just 1 month at a time. Of course, it doesn't really work that way. It's not just like 1 month here and 1 month there. It kind of flows a little bit more. So it's more into the feeling of spring. So what I'm getting is that there is a lot of, first of all, a lot of awakenings happening, a lot of people integrating a higher frequent energy. And so it's kind of a boost in your, some people call it ascension process, awakening process. It's kind of a, not just one notch up, but a possibility of several notches up on your frequency within your form. And, we vibrate on a certain frequency when we come into this life. And, all depending on what we bump up against during our lifetime, that energy frequency can change somewhat. So if you have been going through a lot physically or mentally in the early parts of your life, there might be some energies within you that is in need of being moved. And so that's kind of happening in a very rapid pace, I feel now. And when we release those energies that no longer serves us and we get new energy into the system, that kind of puts our frequency on a higher level again, because those energies that are heavy are also low vibrational. So when we feel through and release those old wounds, which are lower frequent energy, then we will naturally increase the frequency within us in general. So that's kind of what's happening. And normally we do it kind of one step at a time. But what's happening now in this time and age right now is that it's kind of going very quickly, so that we go more than one step. It's kind of more leaps in our frequency upgrade. So that's something that they have been showing me. So many people are feeling bombarded kind of with things, because what's happening is that you are in need of moving the lower frequent energy out of your system. And so things are being put in our way to kind of rattle those energies a little bit, so that we are put in a situation where we have to feel them through in order to release it. And that's of course on a bigger scale. It's happening on a planetary scale, on the mutual consciousness, if you will, not just our individual consciousnesses, because we are all individually on different paths and different places in our awakening process. And so this is more on the general level. Okay. So what they have been showing me is that there are kind of two things happening at the same time, because one thing is that we are being bombarded with this high frequent energy. And so what I have been describing so far is happening. Another thing is, since we have been going through an awakening on a planetary level for such a long time, a lot of these very low frequent energies are coming to the surface, and they are being shown now, and we're seeing it. In the world with wars and with corruption coming to the surface and all of that. What I'm feeling is that, yes, that will continue. It will be one thing popping up after the other. But I don't feel like it's going to get much worse than it is now. I feel like we're kind of hitting the worst of it now, and it's slowly starting to move downwards again with those kind of things. But it will be things here and there popping up that will be maybe shocking for many people, or maybe feeling like there's a lot of negative news. But it is just part of that old masculine energy purging, if you will. We're kind of purging. So that's still going on. Yeah, it isn't always easy to explain these things the way I see them, but yeah, I hope it makes sense. Anyway, so that's a lot what I'm seeing for this spring as well. There is a lot of fiery energy going on, and that kind of can be expressed in anger in people and people lashing out and that kind of things. But it is a natural part of the purging process, okay? So it will keep on going, but it will be kind of peaks only. It won't be up here all the time. It will be peaks coming, okay? So the general feeling is more on a lower level, not so angry, but there will be peaks. That's kind of what they're showing me, okay? So that's what we're in, and this can affect you in so many ways. It can affect you in feeling dizzy, in feeling anger, in feeling resentment, in feeling like there's just too much going on in your head. You know, there's just too much coming to me at once. It's how can I deal with all these things at once? Those kind of feelings. Okay, we're feeling overwhelmed, and the invitation from Spirit is, of course, to take a step back and seeing it from a different perspective. Do the meditation that I have put out here somewhere on my videos. You can, I think I have a playlist called Meditations, where you can go in, and there is one meditation where we get perspective, where we go out and we kind of just hang out in space, looking back at the planet. And one of them, I think we land on the moon and we're just looking back at the planet. So you get that view of, okay, everything that's happening in the news, everything that's dark and difficult, and all, it's happening on this little blue marble over there. But I'm over here and I'm just observing it. I don't have to participate in it. So that's kind of the invitation from Spirit as well, that we try to get into that space, okay? So that's kind of what I was shown initially about the energies going on right now. But what I will also do is I will pull some cards for us. And that way they can communicate with me if there are other topics that they want me to share in this time. Okay? So I'm going to use first the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. And we will see what kind of messages we get there. And then I have some other decks here as well that we can try. It's always fun to see what Spirit has for us through the cards, because they guide your hand when you're using cards. And so whatever message comes up is meant for someone. If not everybody, then it's meant for someone. Wait, that was just too many that popped out. Let's see. They're popping, so they want to tell us something. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're maneuvering these energies. It's a lot, I know. I understand that. And again, if you feel you need some support, then you feel free to follow that link to my mail and book a reading. There's not that many spaces left, but there are some. So, but you have to do it now if you want a spot before the 25th. Anyway, so let's see here. Let's see. What did you want to show me, Spirit? Okay, I will draw then, because there were many popping, but there were too many. Okay, so let's see. Wow. That's kind of what I've been talking about. Transcendence. Rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So this is what I've been saying, that there is this ascension. We are kind of transcending that old masculine low vibrational energy, okay, and we are really emerging into something new, and I feel like that's kind of what they're saying here with the Lord Shiva card as well. Rise up. So the invitation is kind of continue that work. Honor your inner force. Yeah, remembering why you're here, remembering that you are a spiritual being having a human experience and not the other way around. Honoring the feelings that pop up as well. There's one more card that popped over. But honoring those feelings coming up. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your emotions. It's just a reaction from your body about something that is happening in your life. So there's nothing wrong with your emotions. So allow them to come out the way they are. Now we got Kutumi and the Cloak of Wisdom. And it says, you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. So that is, of course, an invitation for connection with higher self and the knowingness that is within your soul, you as a light being. But I feel like we are more and more stepping into that wisdom as well. And that's kind of what's happening, as I said, with this massive steps up now and the awakening process happening for so many people, that we are stepping into that wisdom. More and more people are seeing the truth. They're seeing what's going on. Unveiling the truth is what's coming to me as well here. Okay, one more card from this deck, please. There it came. Okay, popped on out. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So it is a healing in all of this. Of course, as I said, when we are being rattled, this old energy is being rattled. It wants to come up through your nervous system to be felt in order to be released. And within that is the healing. Because then you also replace this old energy with the new light. And it's healing in that light. So this process that we're going through, and that's why it's so important that they want you to feel your emotions as well, because the healing is there in feeling the emotions and then letting it go. You cannot just want them away and try to push them away, because that will only make it worse. You have to allow them to be felt through the nervous system. The nervous system is kind of your between your physical form and your spiritual being. Your feelings is the in-between, right? So you need to feel it in order for the energy to be moved, okay? So there's definitely healing happening. Underneath the deck, I have Archangel Michael. So you are protected by Archangel Michael. And he says, trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels are standing close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So call upon Michael when you need that support, that feeling of security, that feeling of safety. Yeah. So that was the Keepers of the Light oracle. And I'm also, since Michael came up, going to use the Michael deck, this sort of light oracle by Radley Valentine, as the second deck that we use today. So I'm just going to shuffle. So Michael is very present in all that we're going through right now, I feel. Yeah. And when I say Michael, you know, it is just the energy of protection, but we have named that energy Michael. The humans have named that energy Michael. And it is the energy of protection and cutting the cords to what no longer serves you, and giving you strength to stand in what you need to stand in. So there were two cards that popped on up here. So the one is, I'll take that one first, stay the course. That's this one. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. So that's one. The other one is this one, two beautiful dolphins. And it says, don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Ah, okay. Thank you, Spirit. So, okay, with this, don't give up on love. It can, of course, be a special message for somebody out there. But what I feel is a general message for all of us in that card is forgiveness. Because when we are feeling through whatever comes up, there might be something coming up that has been that involves other people, like people that has hurt you in the past. You know, if you have been bullied, or if you have experienced a bad breakup, or if there's a friend that, you know, has turned their back against you or whatever. So there might be memories coming up with those feelings that we need to feel through as well. And in that, it's important for us to see that on a higher level, that's part of what we ordered on the menu before we came. So seeing it from that perspective, there's actually nothing to forgive, because there was a situation that was put on your path for a purpose, right? That person was put in your life for a purpose. So I think that is important for us as well, and forgiving so that we can move on from it. So that's an important message there. And the stay the course. You're not on the wrong path. I feel like that was a message for somebody. So remembering also with that spirit is always here with us. You're never alone. And that they will guide you if you're willing to listen. So I feel like that's an important message as well. And underneath, that was this card. You will manifest what you need. And I'm also seeing the number 44, which is an important number. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Yes, exactly what I just said. That remember and trust that they're here and they are assisting you, even though you feel like alone, or maybe you're feeling like there nobody here is helping me. They are definitely very present, even though we cannot feel it. Now, trust that your angels are bringing. So I'm feeling that this is a message of trusting. And you will manifest what you need. So you as a higher self is always manifesting. You're manifesting for your human, what your human is needing in this time and space. Okay. And the number 44, I have been seeing a lot of numbers lately. A lot of repeating numbers, very often in threefold, like, or four, like 444 or 2222 or, so been seeing a lot of numbers lately, 333, 444, 222, a lot lately. So you might be seeing the same. And of course, that's messages from them saying, we are here, we are present, we are helping you. Reminding us of who we truly are, reminding us that whatever is happening in your life is put either in your path so that you are in need for you, or in order for you to feel something through, or it can be a message from them regarding something. So you need to feel into what that is for you. So that was the sort of light. Now, in the end today, I want to use one more deck, since you know me, I love cards. And I have this very special tarot deck that I haven't used in a while, called the Little Prince Tarot, this one. That I will just see if there's any messages through the tarot cards as well today. Very beautiful deck, by the way. Yeah, is there anything else, Spirit, that you wanted me to convey today? Yeah, okay. No. So I'm from you know, many people are asking me, you know, regarding all this turmoil on the planet right now. When will it die down? When will it be over? I do feel like we have to at least see that it's going to continue this spring. And that's how far I'm seeing now. It's kind of going to be this peaks, as I said, every here and there throughout this spring. It might turn, something might die down in the end of May, beginning of June. I'm feeling some sort of shift there. But I'm thinking up until at least the middle of May, I think we are going to have still some turmoil. There was one card that popped on over. Yeah, there was. And it was the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands for me is a card of either standing up for yourself, standing strong in your power. It can also be the feeling of having to defend yourself. And I feel like that's very much, you know, what's part of this turmoil is the need to defend yourself. It is the need because people are attacking, and so you're feeling the need for standing up. And then, of course, there's wars and there's stuff going on. So, but I feel like we need to stand strong in our strength, in our, there was one more card that popped out, in our power, and the invitation to sit in that power and stay in that power. And the more you stay in that power, in your true self, the more you are kind of helping also the entire planet, because we are then in that energy field, and that's what we're going to emanate. So standing strong in your power, but in a way of love, not in the angry way, but in the loving way. Okay, so that's important. Yeah, and then we got the Fool, and the Fool is embarking on a new journey. Yes, but it's also the card of trust for me. Because you see that person kind of stepping into and they don't know where they're stepping, but they're just trusting that the universe is going to catch them. So that's kind of another message of trust, I feel, that is important. Anything else with that, Spirit? Yeah, and of course the Knight of Pentacles fell out. Now that's new offers and offers of profound and grounding offers. It's offers that you can trust, is what I'm feeling here with that card as well. And for me, it is also a symbol of better days ahead. And then I got the card of Justice that popped up. And that's finding the balance in a big way. Oh, and then one more popped out regarding that. Four of Wands. Okay, that's celebration. Yes, I feel like the energy of justice, justice will prevail in the end. But it will take time, and it will take patience from us. And also the card of celebration here, with also, the Four of Wands is also the card of 1111. They are with us, and they're guiding us on this journey, and they are not giving up on us. And justice will prevail. But I think they're asking us to be patient. In general, on a planetary level, but also on a personal level. Okay? Be the gentle voice. Be the one that's standing strong, yes, but with a gentle touch. And there are also two more cards that popped out. The Four of Cups, which is an offer coming towards you that you might not see right now. So we might not see the way forward right now, but they do. They have that overview. They know what's going on. And they won't let us perish, So trust in that. And then also the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is someone who is very in connection with the spiritual realm. She is, and underneath the deck I have the High Priestess. You can't make this up. So definitely an invitation, and I got chills now, definitely an invitation to remember who we are. We are spiritual beings here. We are not this flesh. This is not you. This is just a suit that you're taking on. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And with whatever is going on in the world right now, I think it's so important for us to remember that fact. It is what's going to hold us. It is what's going to help us move forward and through this life. Remembering that and having that connection and that support from the spiritual world. Invite Archangel Michael in, or whomever, angels or ancestors you need to keep close when things are getting rough. And the more we can hold the space for all of those that are suffering, the more we can stay in that energy of strong power in love, the more we are helping whatever suffering is going on the planet. So there is a huge invitation for trust, I feel now. Trusting that things will go better in the end throughout all this turmoil that's going on. Understanding and accepting that this is going to take time to get that justice. And staying strong, firm in that power that is the loving power from Source. Okay, I think it's very important right now. And when we are in that power, we are emanating that power out to everybody else. So we're helping everybody else just by staying in that energy. Okay. I feel like that was the messages I had right now, current energy messages for March getting into April and the spring. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing these energy updates monthly, because for me it's not so much about time, and I can't separate it into monthly as such maybe. I really don't know how to do that in the future. I'll just kind of have to wing it a little bit, I think. But that's kind of what I feel, at least for the time that we're in now and towards spring. So there you go. I might do another one for next month. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I'll see what Spirit tells me to do, because I am their servant. So there you go. Again, if you want a reading, then follow the mail address underneath and send me an email and we'll book an appointment. It has to be before the 25th of March. Okay. So that was it. Thank you so much for participating today. Wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Till the next time I see you.